I want to take you through what they call tentative diagnosis or disease investigation. Like today, we are looking at the parasites. Which parasites are those? Those are called the ectoparasites, the parasites that be on top of the body of an animal, not the indoor parasites, which they call the worms, those kind of stuff. But today, we are going to look at what really causes the mortalities in kids. Kids always die in this stage or beyond this stage. I've told you many times how we handle those kind of animals. So right now where we are in the boa section. I think you can see the lovely boas that we are really producing as per now. So basically, I told you many times that these guys develop the horn so fast, and they also work on their cosmetology or the beauty of these animals. So basically, um, in this case, we lose animals in this stage, and what causes the death? Mostly they are parasites or even the infections called the clostridial infections. I've told you many times how to handle kids, many times. But now for this case, somebody requested me to let him understand how he can treat the fleas, because they are really becoming a very serious problem in these animals. Let me take, for example, this is our goat. Like the way you see it, looks pretty and very nice. It doesn't mean that it might not be having the parasites or the fleas. Look at the hairs of this animal. They are really looking very pretty. I think, can you pick for me that goat, that one? No, the other big one. Yes, I want just to give you a comparison between the two animals. This goat you see is a young kid. It's 2 weeks old, but you can see how it grows. And also look at this, which has really made over 2 months. I want you to look at the hairs, the hair coats. This looks very pretty, and it looks shiny. But this looks rough just because it's young, and it was sprayed today. Even this was sprayed today, but this looks to be like, if we are suspecting a disease, we suspect on this. If we are suspecting the ectoparasites, we are suspecting from this. Why? What is the reason? Because the hairs are really looking very pretty. It is showing that it has no endoparasites and even ectoparasites. We don't seem to have them. Why? Because the skin color is shining, and the hairs are just on. But this shouldn't mean that this animal is sick. Upon it might not be sick, but we can suspect it to be sick. Why? Because its hairs are not really rhyming like the way we would love them to be. So basically, this shows to you a very good color, a very good skin, and this shows to you a very disorganized skin. But it doesn't mean that it is sick, but we might suspect it. Why? Because the hair coat is rough. Two, do you see this? This means this goat is scratching itself, by using its teeth. Something is scratching it. And in this case of scratches, the way you see an animal, scratching, try to scratch itself and feels comfortable, it's going to get another disease, another problem called the hair balls. Because some of you guys have really seen the animals really having the hair balls in their stomachs. They don't come out from somewhere else, but because of those ectoparasites, then it too, some goats have that habit of leaking from the others. Then others really have that habit of crisscrossing. An animal is suckling from this one, is suckling from the other one. Those animals always tend to have diarrheas. Those diarrheas makes them to become inferior and miserable, because they're always sickly, they are weak, so they end up leaking themselves, scratching themselves, because they are uncomfortable. And that might, those hairs are not digested. What happens? The stomach or the intestines always, or the rumen always makes it roll to become one. So that becomes a foreign body in their system. It comes out of this kind of scratches. So when you see this kind of hair, suspect 2-3 things. One, ectoparasites, like the way you can see the fleas, you can see mange mites, even worms, parasites. You get it? It can as well be another, clinical sign, because it is showing you something is not right with you. If it was not sprayed today, we would suspect many things. But now we look at it and we think it is being sprayed today is the one that has made these hairs. So it's better you touch on it and try to feel. If you're not feeling anything, turn it, because we know the fleas always stays under the skin. So now the cameraman should help us and get more closer here. Okay, chill. Do you see? Do you see this? So the other scratch gave us a hint. You see? Do you see this? This car black one moving? I think the cameraman is showing it to you. Oh, sorry. Relax, okay? Relax, okay? You see? They are here. They are moving. So that means our suspicion was very right, because we saw the guys moving. You see, even here, the cameraman can as well show you. The guys are here. You see them? They are moving. So that means the ectoparasites are completely present. What do we do? Like, as per now, this is not too much. We have seen like 2 or 3 or 5. That is not too much. So if it was too much, we would get this kid, get the Omo, that detergent. We put it in the basin in high concentration. Then we dip this goat. If you dip this goat or this kid, that Omo will definitely kill that fleas. But as per now, since we have seen it's not that too much, we are going to use what they call 7 dust or doo-doo dust. You get it? But in the other case, put it in the water, which has that Omo. Then after that, you use the doo-doo dust after getting dry. But as per now, the prevalence is not that much. You see, you also saw it. They were not too much. So what do? Put the doo-doo dust, and this should be repeated like frequently every day for like around 3-4 days. And as well, what I always recommend either to burn the grasses or the covers that are in their house, or we use a killer, like the way you see aselemectin. You can spray it when these kids are out. You spray it in their beds so that it can kill all the fleas. In that case, you are trying to eliminate smear. So in that case, you're trying to break up the cycle. Those that dropped and are waiting in the grasses on their beds, fleas are going to be killed from there. And then those on top are also again going to be killed from there. So we have to put it down in all the sections, because those fleas stays under here and then even on the tail. So these guys are supposed to put all over. So this is what you are supposed to do. Give your farms time. Let your workers also, like what you're doing. Let them also understand it. Me, I don't advise you to have a farm, and have people that are not trained. You must have people that are trained. What we do, like waiting for a vet to come and check on you. These are simple things that you can even teach your worker. This doesn't need a lot of technicality that you are supposed to do. So those are simple stuff that you can do by yourself. Turn it. You see, today we sprayed for ticks, and fleas don't belong to the Acari family. So when you use acaricide, it might not help you, because now we sprayed today, for example, using sangatraz. But now the fleas have not died, but the ticks have died. So don't waste a lot of your time, spraying with acaricide that you really want to kill the fleas. Fleas can kill those goats. They make them become cachetic. They make them lose power because it sucks all the blood from these guys. They become anemic and stunted. That anemic and being stunted will definitely affect your animal, and it will not show a very good vigor of a good breed. So, my dear farmers, that's really what I really wanted to inform you. And I'm introducing to you all these guys. These are vets, those that did certificates in animal production. Me, I always bring them on my farm and let them have the practice, have the experience. By the time you guys need them, you just let me know, Hamiisi, I need someone that is going to help me. I can give you somebody that I trust, who has been on my farm, who have gotten the industrial training very well, and they have gotten a very good exposure. This kind of people, having them, is really going to push us another level in this world and will definitely help us. Let me just wish you the best, and bye bye for now.